Even if I wanted to go, Petty, if you in here, first off, all of my accounts have been bananaed. So this is like a new account that I had to boost up. It goes on. Okay, I'll play a little bit more. But again, too, I forgot to even mention, I couldn't even have joined the panel because this page, it just unlocked this morning. Yesterday, somebody else wanted to come up last night when I was playing I Speak Shit, but it wouldn't unlock because it's so new. So it kind of like, it does that whole 3 day thing where you got to wait a couple of days. Okay, hold on.
Okay, question. Do you want me to have her over here then?
Hold on. Wait, say it one more time.
Would you feel more comfortable with her coming over here?
I'll duel with her. It's no problem. I'll duel. She doesn't have to come over here and nothing like that. She doesn't have to end her live. I'll duel with her.
Okay.
Okay.
Can you send her the request because she doesn't see your page?
Let's see. Because I don't.
I'm just gonna be modding over there in the comments. I'm gonna say this on both ends. If it gets messy in the comments, I don't care who it is. I'm going to mute you for the whole live so that these ladies can have this discussion like adults. Point blank, period. So please don't come over there being messy. Mariah, you know you can't get in anyway. Have a good day. I'll see you when you get there.
I'm done. Okay. I followed her, so I think I think she has to follow me back. Yeah, we could have spoken off the app, but it's too late for that, Jazzy. That's what I said. My box is my inbox is open. My IG. Hold on, okay, it's coming up. It's okay.
What's to you?
So, what's happening?
I saw a live that you hosted, referring to my situation with Trina and my children.
Yes.
I need to know what you meant because I'm getting different stories. I got a story from my cousin and I got a story from my auntie. Like, I guess they both talk to you. You talk to them, right?
I talked to Petty. I don't know about Jen. Unless you came in on another account, I never talked.
It was her Genstigator account because that account got banned yesterday. But she was on her Genstigator account.
I ain't talked to Genstigator. I talked to a troll page by the name of Ash D.
Okay, that's her account.
Okay. When I was talking about the situation with Mrs. Nietzsche's mod, my whole thing was I felt like there was such an automatic outrage for that. Everybody was listening. Nobody was trying to deflect. Nobody was really asking any questions. It was just a go. And again, this is my observation as somebody on the outside looking in, right? I wasn't comparing you to that terrible, terrible man. Absolutely not. I wasn't coming for you as a mom. I wasn't doing none of that. I was saying it's interesting how people on this app found so much outrage in that.
In what?
What Trina had said to you about what Trina had implied about your sons. Because I just listened to the recording. I didn't hear this clip. I heard another clip that somebody sent to me that was supposedly the quote unquote jacket. That wasn't the jacket. I see what you're saying with this clip. I see that there's an implication.
Okay.
I'm not stubborn. I'm not ignorant. I'm not gonna get up here and not admit. If I could backtrack, I'm a backtrack. If I had heard that, my words would have been a little different. But I was pretty much using the two situations as, it came out publicly. This is something that a lot of people were upset about, still upset about. And I see from the clip that I've seen today, rightfully so. I just found it interesting that people were willing to be upset about that. And then anytime I spoke about the mod or brought it up, people try to switch gears and deflect and talk about something else, talk about the wife, talk about all this other shit that didn't have nothing to do with what the report was saying.
Okay, my question is, what did any of that have to do with me and my children? How did those two correlate? You found it odd that people were upset about a jacket being put on my children. Little black boys. You admittedly saw that there was an issue, right? That there was a problem. And you told my auntie that you used it as a point of reference. So what exactly were you referring to?
The outrage. It wasn't the situation, Kay. You got to understand. They're not the same in severity.
They're not the same in
period.
context and severity.
Nothing.
They're not the same in any sense.
At all. Right. Right. But I'm using it for context as the outrage to show how selective people are when they get upset about shit.
Okay, so are you wanting to be able to dictate when people are angry, or?
How do you get that from what I'm saying?
That's what you just said. You find it odd that people are selective in their outrage.
That's what it was.
That's free will, beloved. That's free will. And even if people weren't outraged about my situation, which they were, I won't lie. Even if they weren't outraged about my situation and they were outraged about, the situation with the unfortunate passing of that baby, I still would be on the same tip that I'm on.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So I'm not negating the fact that what happened to that child was tragic. What I'm trying to understand with you is, right? In this clip, and I'm going to play it for you. The comment that you read was in reference to King talking shit about the lady who passed away. And he was on live prior to that being upset about his brother being gone. You then immediately after that say, yeah, because I find it weird that people want us to give a fuck about an imaginary jacket being put on children. And don't nobody give a fuck about this baby that's been unalived. Those are three different situations, none of which have anything to do with one another. So again, I ask you, are you wanting to be able to dictate when people are upset or not?
I'm having a hard time understanding how you took away from what I'm saying that I want to dictate how people feel.
I just asked because that's what it seems like to me.
No,
and I'm not even being
I don't want to. I can't. How could I even fathom? How could I even think about I could dictate how people feel? That's not it.
Baby. Hold on 1 second, sweetheart. What's up, baby?
You okay? You sound angry. I know you're in my room. I'm like, she talking about it.
No, I'm good, fam.
Okay, I was gonna say, did you see my text?
I didn't see your text. What'd you say?
I really didn't.
What'd you say? Come on.
I was like, Mama. This is how I typed it. I was like, Mama, can I go over to Gabby's house?
How you going?
Yeah,
you want me to take you over there?
She said she was gonna give me a ride. She gonna come get me.
Yeah, you can go over there.
Oh, yes.
You spend the night or you come home tonight?
No, I'm probably come home.
Okay.
All right.
You need some money?
No.
Y'all going somewhere?
Okay.
I'm
going to her house because they grilling.
Ooh, bring me a sausage.
She said they gonna make chicken, sausages.
Bring me a sausage, girl. All right. I love you.
Okay, love you too.
My apologies.
It's all good.
It never stops, especially when you got daughters. So, yeah, she did say, you good? What's up? The reason I listen, when you said you find it odd that people are outraged about one thing and not outraged about another, right? Mm-hmm. You said that people are selective. That's free will. That's common sense. People can be mad about whatever they want to be mad about, right? That's why I asked you, because I mean, in my head, that's just common sense. You can't tell somebody when and when they can't be mad. Right. Also, a lot of people are not privy to the information and or details of that case. Right. With that baby. With my situation, it literally unfolded in front of their eyes. So they have all of the details. So I completely understand people wanting to, and let's not take away from the fact that baby is gone. Right. His father unalived him. Absolutely, people should be outraged about that. And I'm quite sure that they are, because they got on Mario ass.
Now they are.
They got on Miss Nitra ass too. I saw it.
Now they are. But that's what I'm trying to say. Before all of this, before any big creator really spoke on it and tried to put light onto it, I was talking about it for a whole week. And nobody was saying anything. And people.
So you said before a big creator got a hold of it and said something about it, you had already been talking about it.
For days.
Right. What's the problem with... So is it the fact that people weren't listening to what you were saying?
No.
Like it really wasn't brought to the light until a larger creator said something about it?
The reaction was different. And, I'm going to say this. I know when it comes to a lot of the shit that I say, it's going to come across as like, I'm trying to be combative, but I'm objective. I don't belong to no group. I try to remain as unbiased as I possibly can. So just me making an observation, it just seemed like people were more willing to go and listen to this regarding what Trina had said. Granted, I understand the implication and I understand the reaction, but nobody was willing to listen to facts about a man that was still on the app. I'm pretty sure he's still here, still a mod. Nobody wanted to pay attention to it. If anything, people would come in and tell me to stop. And it was brought up on other panels too. I don't remember exactly who, but it was other bigger creators than me. It was brought up and people kept trying to deflect. So there was a level of, damn, it was a level of frustration. Like, what the fuck? Like, what does it
Right,
take?
you were frustrated. My apologies for your frustration, but what exactly did that have to do with me and my children? Before you answer that, let me play this clip for you.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I also got a screenshot that I want to show you that I haven't posted yet.
Post it.
I'm about to put it on my green screen. Give me a moment.
Talk about a deceased person is crazy. He was on live crying about his brother being gone. Yeah, so y'all want us to care. People want us to care when people put a quote-unquote jacket on their children who are alive. But nobody gives a fuck about a child that was shaken to his unaliveness. Nobody cares about that at all. But we're supposed to give a fuck about an imaginary jacket that was placed on a child. That's what we're supposed to.
Can I just like make a quick like question? Just and this is why I said imaginary, right? Because a jacket, from what I'm used to, maybe I'm wrong, but a jacket is usually when you're in jail and when they find your file or some shit, or they dig up information about it. That's not what a jacket is.
No.
Okay.
It's not, and you knew exactly what it was when you said, because you said it. So let's not do that. Like,
let's not do.
And again, I don't have no before we go any further. I don't have no smoke with you. I ain't never had no issues with you. You come over here regularly. I see you all the time. It don't be no issues. But you knew exactly what you were saying when you said it. You knew it. You knew we were not referring to anything about jail. We're talking about children. You knew. So please don't play on my intelligence like that.
Kay, I think you want to have an issue, and I don't want to have no issue with you, Kay. I have no problem with you at all. What I said was not said out of a bad heart. It wasn't said with poor intentions. None of that. Please understand me.
Did you hear what you said though?
I did hear what I said.
And you said you want us to give a fuck. You want us to give a fuck about a jacket being an imaginary jacket. First of all, minimizing the situation of things that happen to little black boys who have nothing to do with anything that was going on with this young lady, right? Nor did you. However, and again, I don't have no smoke with you. I don't want to have no problems with you. I really just want clarity as to what the fuck you meant. But you knew exactly what you were saying when you said it. You minimized the situation that happened to my children that really could be detrimental. Even though you didn't have all of the facts, because now you know things that you didn't know before. You've been privy to information that you were not privy to before you made these statements, right? You then tell me like, oh, I'm sorry.
Okay. No, because you're saying I was privy to information before I made these statements.
No, I wasn't said you are no, baby. I said you are now privy to information that you were not privy to before.
Okay. Well, I would put it like this.
Go ahead. This is you.
Yeah, that's what I said. I was literally gonna talk about that. Literally, right. What Trina said was not substantial enough to affect those children off the app. What she said wasn't right, Kay. But in actuality, in reality, it's not gonna affect your children off the app. It won't. If you give it no life, it doesn't affect.
Okay, listen. Chasing Pillows, you're an adult, correct?
Say it again?
You're an adult, correct?
Yes, of course.
We're not going to pretend like people don't get fired off of shit that happened on this app. People don't get evicted behind shit that happens on this app. People are not being kicked, like currently, actively being kicked out of schools because of shit that happened on this app. My son is being scouted as we speak. I bullshit you not. I actually have a meeting with a coach tomorrow. So you cannot tell me that shit that's happening on this app is not affecting people in real life. Yes, the fuck it is. Furthermore, conversation rule the nation. You know that. It ain't about what you know. It's about what you can prove. But you are aware. You are aware. And for this reason, I feel like there's some secret smoke. You told my aunt that you wouldn't come to the live because you were sleeping. Although you hearted the live that she sent to you. You told my cousin that you weren't coming to the live because you couldn't be summoned. And now that you are actually here, you not only are trying to minimize the situation, you telling me that the shit not going to affect my children? How do you know that? Can you guarantee me that?
I'm not trying to minimize anything. I'm just pointing a fact as somebody. Listen, and this is why I say I'm objective, and my opinion is not going to go well by a lot of people, and I understand that. Now, I told Supremely Petty this morning, if she did say that, and I heard it just now, I could understand you reacting. I can understand you being upset. But I do think bringing more life to it over and over again and bringing attention to it is really what's giving it substance. Because in my personal opinion, it doesn't have enough substance. Now, when you said chasing pillows, hold on. When you said, now, if you said something like chasing pillows is P3DO, now, she didn't say that your kids are P3DOs. She said what she said about her daughter being a survivor. Mm-hmm. And said that you have sons, and she doesn't want to, put her daughter in that situation. Okay, that's what I heard. I didn't hear, me per se, I didn't hear something that should affect your children off of this app. That's substantial enough to affect your children off of this app. And I'm keeping it a buck.
That's fine.
I'm not trying to minimize shit.
That's exactly what it sounds like.
I'm not.
That's exactly what it sounds like. You said in short, we don't give a fuck that an imaginary jacket was put on your children. Like, little black boys aren't currently being hunted the fuck down. Because black boy joy is the thing. And the thing about that is, I'm going to protect mine. See, I never got on this app and was like, okay, well, I want y'all to be mad and everybody to say fuck Trina. I never got on this bitch and said that. As a mother, right? I got on this bitch and I checked that. I'm going to clock it every motherfucking time when it comes to my children. But see, I did that. I never asked you to give a fuck. I never asked anybody in these comments to give a fuck. I got on here and I expressed my feelings about something that happened to me on my page. And in the event that I did go onto somebody else's panel, it's because I was requested up, okay, and asked, well, okay, what exactly is going on? Why are you so angry? And then I post the receipts to back any and everything that I said, because I don't say nothing once that I can't say twice. And I'm definitely not going to speak on it if I can't prove it. But see, I'm not here to try to convince you, right? Because I'm gonna make sure the minds is good regardless. What I really want to know is how exactly did those things correlate, and what the fuck was the reason for bringing my children situation up at all whatsoever? You started out talking about King, and then it turned into, because the comment was in reference to King.
Yeah, I was reading a comment.
So at what point in time did K-Dub and her children and the jacket that was placed on my children have to do with King?
I think I was in a line of thought, and that comment kind of interrupted that train of thought that I was speaking.
So it was on your mind. You wanted to say it.
Say it again?
It was on your mind and you wanted to say it.
I was going to bring attention to it anyways, because not that I want you to understand, I'm not trying to equate the two completely different situations. What I'm trying to bring up is the difference of outrage for one versus the other situation. How much it took for the other situation to have any type of attention or traction. That's really what I was speaking on.
Okay, so you trying to bring attention to that have what to do with my children? Or the jacket that was, because see, I was in the process of completely letting this shit go. Also, I told Trina that if she issued an apology to my children, I'd be done with it. But you said I'm dragging it. Was it? Do you have children?
Nope.
So you don't have children. It's making me feel
I don't
like
think that's. I think that's a farce. What you call it? Talking point, because I was a kid, I was a child, so I can still talk from
you
the
were
point
a
of
child,
view.
but you're an adult now,
Mhm.
right? And I have children that I'm raising to be young, productive members of society,
Mhm.
right? So to speak on me dragging was out of line. However, you're entitled to your opinion, right? But you don't have children, so you can't dictate and or tell me how and when I'm supposed to be done with the situation.
I'm not trying to dictate nothing. What I'm trying to say is,
I didn't say that you were.
me.
I'm just informing you that you cannot, because you said I was
Listen,
dragging.
no. Because all right, so this is the thing, right? We not gonna agree on everything. I'm not gonna agree with every single person I listen to on this app. I'm not gonna agree with the shit they say and the shit that they do, right? So if that also applies to me, we can also agree to disagree. Maybe me saying imaginary jacket wasn't the best way of saying that.
Maybe.
Right.
Maybe it wasn't.
Maybe it wasn't the best way of saying that, but it still doesn't take away from the fact that I saw a complete difference of outrage and still do. But I
What
saw a complete
exactly did
difference of
that
outrage.
situation have to do with my children and or myself? See, my thing about that is, right? I'm not asking you to give a fuck. I never asked anybody to give a fuck, but you had to make it very much so known that you don't give a fuck. Because your focus is on that situation, and that's fine. You are entitled to do that. However, we're not gonna do this with my kids, right? I don't even play like that. I don't play like that. Now I know that people get on this app or whatever, and try to come, because people come for my kids regularly, right? Oh, your ugly ass kids, and you are this, and you are that, and they stink, and they're dirty, and I blow that shit off. Because what? Have you seen my motherfucking children? We be eating over here, right? But to be like, you expect us to give a fuck? Who? First of all, who is us? And then secondly, I never asked anybody to give a fuck. Right? I did what the fuck I felt was necessary as a parent. You can't relate. That's all that is. You can't relate. See, I'm going to hell and back about mine. Right? Furthermore, the shit happened to me and to my children. Right? So if I'm going to do what the fuck I want to do with it until I'm done with it. When I'm done with it, then I don't care. But ain't nobody gonna tell me like, okay, Kay, damn, like that's you going to, it's too long, it's been 2 months. It sure the fuck has. It sure the fuck has. And if in the event that I feel like doing it again, I'm gonna do it again. Cause I gave her a way out. All you gotta do is apologize to my kids and I'll be done with it. Issue an apology to some children, not to me. Cause I still don't like you, bitch. But issue an apology to my children and I'll be done with it. Have you heard of an apology? You haven't. Have you seen an apology? You haven't. However, you decide to insert yourself. Because the comment that you made had nothing to do with the topic that you was talking about. It's just, it was on your mind and you wanted to say it. So here we are. And it's clearly been a motherfucking problem. It's been on your mind because I wouldn't have this.
Yeah, that was from today.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't have this. So at this point, y'all, you doing this shit in multiple spaces and or on multiple pages. Like, it's who really dragging it at this point? Because number one,
hold on, Kay, wait. What am I doing on multiple pages? I could only go live on this page. If I could go live on the other page,
on your page,
right? I can't go live on that page. I'm banned from that page and in Modern Day Jones. I can only go live on this one.
The 4 comments here. Did this happen on your page?
That's Madam Hill's page.
Okay, so that's another page, right? That's multiple. You go into multiple spots to talk the same shit. When I invited you to come talk the shit to me, you could have expressed the way that you felt to me. So my question is, who really dragging it for real?
I think this is dragging it. I think really, honestly, and again, like I was trying to like be real thing about it. Okay, I haven't been disrespectful to you. I haven't called you out your name. I haven't called you
Yes,
bitch,
you have.
ho, none of that. I haven't called you none of that.
No, you
I
haven't
haven't.
cursed me. I haven't cussed you
No,
out either.
yes, you have.
I called you a bitch.
You also try to use a situation of saying if you called me a P3DO, I would be outraged. See, we can't say that. You want to
No,
talk about
hold
things
on,
being
because
equivalent. We
complete that
can't say
statement.
that when Trina did
No,
not
because
say your kids are
complete that
P3DOs.
statement.
That's not
After
what
I
she
said that,
said.
I said I am in fact not calling Chasing Pillows a P3DO. I'm using that as a reference, right? Because you tried to minimize the jackets that were put on my children. How I said if I
I'm not
called her
taking
a
away life.
P3DO and I'm not calling her, I will pull the live up myself, gang.
Yo, I want you to, if you can, because for some reason I could find every other live, but I can't find yours, and I really would like to know why I can't find that recording.
I
For some
legitimately
reason,
said to you, if I call Chasing Pillows a P3DO, right? And I'm not calling her that, y'all. So do not run over there and tell her that this, that, and the third. I'm not calling her that. But she would be pissed because that's putting a jacket on her.
right? But that's what I'm saying. If Trina had said those words,
or not?
but hear me out. If Trina had said those exact words, right, other than just like an implication, because her child is a survivor. She's a survivor. I don't know. Like, my thing is this. I'm taking away the power of those words. There's no power in the words that she said. That's how in my mind, that's how I'm putting it. So that's what I say imaginary.
It's happening like that in
I'm
your
not saying
mind because it's not happening to you, sweetheart.
Okay.
It's not happening to you. It's very easy to be dismissive and not care about those words because it's not happening to you or your children. It's not happening to you. It's happening to me. So there is no selective outrage here. What I find odd, matter of fact, fuck what I find odd, because at this point the opinion don't matter. I genuinely think that you were upset that people were not paying attention to the things that you were saying about that baby. Understandably so, because it's very tragic and it's very unfortunate. I genuinely feel like that you were upset that nobody was listening to the things that you were saying. And then the moment that I said something about the shit that was being put on my children, right? That needed to be minimized because of what you were saying needed to be pushed to the forefront. That's how I feel.
You mind if I do a quick little thing and I play, because I got some people in my comments, they want to hear the clip that I heard. So I just want to play that for them. Give me a second.
Y'all, tap the screen, please. Protect the live.
All right, so
I'm sorry, Crystal.
Let's go to 51. All right, y'all, I'm about to play it. Hold on 1 second. And again. All right. This is about like 2 minutes. Okay.
Now, again, it's going to be a little noisy out here, but I'm not about to wake my child up with this bullshit. Again, the narrative of me trying to paint somebody out to be the boogeyman is false. Because again, all I said was, y'all, I'm moving on to the Airbnb. I'm choosing to go the route of an Airbnb. That's what I said. The conversation.
Hold on, wait. Remind me back. Bring that back about 10 seconds. I missed that part.
10 seconds, okay.
Again, the narrative of me trying to paint somebody out to be the boogeyman is false. Because again, all I said was, y'all, I'm moving on to the Airbnb. I'm choosing to go the route of an Airbnb. That's what I said.
Remember, she said that.
The conversation, the sermon and all that was never going to come to the forefront. It didn't need to. For what? Because the person that needed to know, which was her, already knew. I told you on the back end already. And again, I attributed it to the trauma we've been through. I don't know you. I don't know your sons. I got a little girl who's been through shit already.
No,
That
my
was the
mouth is
jacket.
crazy.
Tell her that
I saw your comment, baby. I saw it. You could have texted me this.
You right. See your face.
So that was it. That was the jacket, right? Now again, in my
Hold on, let me
mind,
tell you. Go ahead, baby. Go ahead.
no, I'm just saying, in my mind, from my point of view, what she said does not. I'll play it again.
You don't
You
need
have
to.
Trina said she has the original. You have the original live. It wasn't March 4th. Trina,
Is she in here?
she's on my side over here.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
Look at that. Before we go any further with that,
Mm.
because she said all she said was that she was going to an Airbnb, right?
Okay.
She has a daughter who's been through shit or whatever the case may be, right? That's unfortunate for that baby as well. I'm gonna need you to read this. This one right here. I mean, you can read it all if you want to, but go ahead.
I want to just get out of their apartment ASAP. I'm guessing the dark blue is her. Okay, I just want to get out of the apartment ASAP. I have enough to book us a hotel for a day or two so I can talk to her. Then we can come there if that's okay until we can get something stable settled. Her carpool is paid for the week, so we good there. Okay.
Now, my question is, if we were worried about my children, why would you say you still want to come here? We were not. Bringing up my children, period. And it wasn't my daughters. It was specifically my sons, right? Because I have 2 girls and I have 2 boys.
Right. I told Petty I didn't even know that you had daughters too.
I do. I have 2 daughters and I have 2 sons.
Okay.
Right? Bringing up my children, my sons, in any sense, while speaking about her daughter being SA'd, is putting a fucking jacket on my children. It was malicious. It was malicious. But see, what she not telling y'all is, she said, and this message right here is a long message, right? This is when she referred to my sons, and this is when she told me she's experienced being SA'd and that her daughter has as well. She was young, but she did not remember. Also that she has night terrors. My children may be, scared, but her daughter is used to it. Right. In short, that's what this message says. And if you want the screenshot, I'll go grab it for you. However, I reassured her that everything would be fine, right? You and your kids will be good. I told her I completely understand your concern, but you and your daughter will be very well protected. That's when she sent this message here that you just read. Still wanting to come here, okay? So when she got on live to be like, oh, well, I ain't going over there. She got sons and shit, big grown ass sons. Like anything could happen. Number one, she didn't even start saying that until somebody in her comments said, oh yeah, she got sons. Number one. But referring to my children at all in any sense while speaking about you and your daughter experiencing SA is implying that my children will do something to your fucking baby. Although you told me, because she swore up and down, she told me like, oh yeah, I ain't coming because me and my baby been SA'd and shit, you got sons and shit. No, not one time. But see, you don't have all of the facts, right? All you going off of is what you heard. So that's the only reason I'm not spazzing and I'm gonna let it ride. Furthermore, I don't have an issue with you, right? That's the only reason I granted grace. But then you go on to say, we supposed to give a fuck. Absolutely, you supposed to give a fuck. These are 2 little black boys. You know how hard black men have it in America, period. You're aware. So absolutely, I feel like you were minimizing it, especially when you said the word imaginary. Because then you get up on we do a live and you refer to, okay, well, you said, what if I said Chasing Pillows was a P3DO? You didn't complete that statement though. You didn't complete that statement, even though I immediately after that said, I'm not calling her a P3DO, but I'm just saying she would be upset because that's putting a jacket on her.
So hold on. So if we go based on that logic, right, and if I listen to the entirety, because even though, again, and I'm making this very clear, I can understand why you were upset about what she said. However, before she even said that, she said that she had tripped. What is? Let's. Can we just? I'm gonna just play one more time. One more time. One more time. Because I listened to.
I really don't like hearing her fucking voice. I don't like the lady, respectfully.
Okay.
Because the situation is not about her.
Mm.
This has nothing to do with Trina. And if it does, it's secondary, right? I want to know what your issue is, why you felt the need to compare my situation of Jack is being put on my children to a child that was unalived. You said we supposed to give a fuck, right? Obviously, that was sarcasm, but that's not minimizing the situation. Because what you're saying is, baby, we don't give a fuck about that. What we worried about is this baby that's been unalived. Am I wrong?
I'm not comparing situations for what actually happened, the actions of the situations. I'm comparing the outrage. I'm comparing to the reactions of everybody on this side of TikTok to two very different situations, yes, which is even more of a what the hell? These situations are completely and totally different. One is way more out of line, right? One is some words somebody said online that, in your opinion, can be harmful to your children. Another one is an actual child that was harmed. Of course, I found it completely absurd that there was a difference in outrage. Absolutely. It took a lot for people to pay attention and to wake the fuck up to what was happening. So I was upset. I wasn't coming for you, okay? I wasn't coming for your kids. I wasn't trying to necessarily minimize the situation. However, I do understand why you were upset. But to me, and again, this is just my little old opinion, I don't matter. I'm nobody on this app. I'm nothing, right? Just my little old opinion. In my mind, I did not hear something that should be harmful to your kids off this app. I do hear something that, as a mom, of course you have every right to be upset and pissed. Like, what the hell do you mean? I get that. I understand. I'm not trying to invalidate that part. However, but to say it's a jacket, I feel like is a lot. I'm gonna be dead ass real with you, because if this is it, again, if there's another clip, I'm more than happy to listen to something else or whatever. But if this is it, this is making something that, in my opinion, was not substantiated in the first place. I think dragging it along, bringing more eyes, more ears, more attention, more people talking about it. I didn't know you had sons, daughters until this situation even came out. That's what I'm saying. I took life away from it. That's, in my opinion, I get being upset. I understand that. I can't tell you as a mom how to react. But I just, in my opinion, I didn't feel that it was strong enough to be called a jacket.
That's cool. You can feel however the fuck you want to feel. But what you just said, you just contradicted yourself. You just said to me, Kay, I completely understand why you were upset. I get it. I understand. You then go on to say, I don't think that it was anything harmful enough to hurt your children. That's contradictory as fuck, number one. And number two, I also feel like you telling us to shut the fuck up and not care so much about what the fuck is happening to my children and pay attention to what the fuck you saying. In short, am I in the chat, and in her chat, can y'all tell me if I'm tripping? That's exactly what I just heard from you.
Yeah, I know everybody on your side is gonna be like, yeah. Everybody on my side is gonna be like, no, I ain't here. Like, everybody on here is gonna be like, on my side is gonna be like tripping. And that's the way it is on TikTok. Like, people, like, listen, like, some people, like, we're gonna disagree, we're not gonna agree on everything. But one thing, first and foremost,
can you not refer to yourself as a nobody? I don't see you as a nobody, right? You're a person. I see you. You understand what I'm saying? I don't think for a second that you're a nobody. However, let's refrain, right, from comparing any situation with my children and jackets being put on them, because I'm gonna step every time. That's not a threat, and I'm not trying to check you or nothing like that, but I'm definitely gonna go there every fucking time about my kids.
I respect that. I respect
you probably can't relate. Again, you don't have children.
No, I get it. I respect it. I respect
right?
it.
I honestly feel disrespected because my children had nothing to do with that situation. I just felt like you was picking. Respectfully, you weren't even talking about that. You were talking about King. The comment that you read was in reference to King. What exactly did me and my children have to do with it? That's what I'm trying to figure out, because it's too much.
That's what I'm saying.
Fucking much. I feel like it was just on your mind already, and you just wanted to put that out there. Like, man, fuck that shit that's going on with Kay and her kids. This baby is dead. That's how I feel when you said we supposed to give a fuck about these imaginary jackets, completely minimizing the situation, and you know I'm not lying. You know I'm not tripping, and you know I'm not lying. You then go on to tell me that you thought that a jacket being put on a person was something that had to do something with jail and they dockets or they files or whatever the case may be. That's what you thought. That's gaslighting as hell, but okay, cool. Because you're very much so aware of exactly what I'm talking about. And I know that you're aware of what I'm talking about because I said to you, if I was to call, well, not to you, I said it on my live. If I was to call her a P3DO, I'm not calling her that, but she would be upset about that. Because conversation rule nation, you're very aware, but you're playing oblivious, and it's annoying.
I'm not playing oblivious. I'm playing objective, not biased. I heard, and to be honest with you, like to be honest, when I heard, because I heard something else where she was saying something similar, I was thinking, and I said this before, I was thinking like from a survivor standpoint, it's not about the person. Sometimes it's about how the survivors themselves are going to react. And she's probably like in her mind for a moment said, you know, I don't know how my kid herself is going to like, I heard the part about the son. So I get that. I could understand being like, what the fuck do you mean by that? But also again, Kate, me personally, and I appreciate you saying I'm somebody, but in the grand scheme of things, I'm a very small spoke on this wheel. And I just did not hear anything of detriment in comparison to calling somebody a P3DO. Now, if she had said, I don't know, her sons might do X, Y, and Z to my kid, then yeah, that's very, what the hell? But to me, it just wasn't that strong enough to be called a jacket. Just in my point of view, my perspective.
That's fine. You don't have to. I mean, even though you just told me, like, you understand why I'm upset.
I do understand why you're upset. I do.
Okay, fine. I don't, because you're not gonna get that. That's contradictory as hell. I'm about to play this clip because you said, like you don't want to complete the
sentence. Let me say this. If I got on here, right, because it's an imaginary jacket, amen? If I got on here and said Chasing Pillows is the P3DO, that's an imaginary jacket, right? Tell me she ain't gonna be mad about that. Exactly. Because conversation rule nation, she understands wholeheartedly the concept.
And if you said that the people that care about her, and if you said that the people that care about her are going to be mad.
Now, let the record reflect that's not what I'm saying at all in the least bit. I was using that as an example. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying that this lady is a P3DO. So do not run and be like, oh yeah, K-Dub, the quad, you no. But so to be like,
there's the footage.
I mean, I do feel like there is a level of like, you know, when people are close to you and they're gonna ride or die, like they're gonna just stand with you regardless. And I understand that, but
the people that are here have nothing to do with it. There's the footage. I use that as a reference, right? Because I know that you understand the concept.
To compare it to calling me a P3DO, it's kind of wild because that lady didn't say anything like that. All she said was that she attributes her feelings to surviving SA, and her child had experienced SA, and you had I could understand being upset about that. Like I said, I can understand. What do you mean by, you know, I have sons? Like, what do you mean? But again, just in my opinion, I feel like if it just stopped there, if it ended there,
if we shut the fuck up, then people would have paid attention to what you were saying. However, that's still not taken away from the fact that I did not call you a P3DO. I use it as a point of reference.
I see what you did there, Kay. You just like as hell, bro. I see what the fuck you did there,
I did not.
Okay. King, come on, man. I
I
don't got no
genuinely
problem
did.
with you,
I
King,
used
for
it as
real.
a point of reference.
Yeah.
Because as of
Oh.
right now, when you said the words imaginary jacket, right? It's pretty much just implying like, okay, yeah, that shit ain't real. So why the fuck do you even give a fuck about that? Right? So if I put the imaginary jacket of calling you that, then you shouldn't give a fuck. You see what I'm saying? That's the concept. But let's not negate that I definitely cleared it up and was like, hey, let the record reflect. I am not calling her that, y'all. I'm using that as a reference. So, using your logic, right? There should not be an issue. Hell yeah, I'm mad about motherfuckers putting jackets on my kids, and I'm going to continue to be mad. I asked the bitch to apologize to my children, and this shit could have been done, right? Furthermore, I ain't even really been talking about Trina. I ain't much been talking about that girl at all. But then here you come with the, we supposed to give a fuck. I never asked anybody to give a fuck. Because I'm going to stand 100 toes behind mine. Whether y'all there or not, I still got to do it. You understand? So to be like, oh, you expect us to give a fuck. And the reason I feel like you was picking was because you started talking about King. You read a comment about King. And prior to that, you weren't talking about me and or Trina's situation. You was talking about King. So to come in on your live and be like, yeah, well, King, was crying about his brother being gone, but he laughing at a bitch that died, da-da-da-da. Immediately after that, to be like, yeah, and y'all want us to give a fuck about a imaginary jacket being put on. I had nothing to fucking do with that. You was picking. You were picking. Because you can't compare my situation to the situation. A jacket was put on my children on the internet. A child was unalived, right, by his father. I'm not sorry that I'm a good parent. And I'm not sorry that I chose other good parents for my children. I'm not sorry about that at all. Furthermore, comparing the two, they don't correlate at all. And to bring that up immediately after talking about King was like, I was lost. Like, what the fuck is she talking about? What the fuck do King crying or being upset about his brother being gone got to do with jackets that were put on my children? And then what does any of that have to do with this baby being unalived? And sure, I feel like you was telling us to shut the fuck up talking about that and listen to what you saying about this baby. Because you just got on here and was like, okay, well, I had been talking about it, but motherfuckers weren't paying attention to the situation till a larger creator had said it. So it's given like you salty. Like you salty that somebody else a larger creator had to see it before it was brought to the attention when you had been talking about it. So you didn't get the recognition. You didn't get the clicks and views. That's how it was making me feel. That's what's blowing me. What's up, son? You always want to go get a smoothie. Get an ice cream out of there. It's hot. You sweating? Get off my bed.
What do I need a smoothie for?
Get your ice cream out of there.
Those Twix.
Okay, well, no. I'm not going to get a smoothie.
Give me a look.
No. Then you just go to the store. What'd you get from the store?
Just chips.
No. I love you. Come out of here. Let me finish this conversation. Thank you. I'm sorry.
No, don't be sorry. Again, bringing it up, and this is, I guess, the part that is gonna be kind of unavoidable because, like, when something happens on a public platform, unfortunately, it turns into things that people can talk about. I see people in your comment section saying shit about shit that was brought up on a completely different platform by that Dairy Queen bitch, right?
I don't know.
I'm not spazzing out about that shit. I know people are gonna stand 10 toes for King of Hearts. This don't have nothing to do with King though. This is literally, I think, what my train of thought was.
Though. It slick does. It slick does have something to do with King, but I'm listening. Go ahead.
All right. Well, I mean, if you want to tell me what I meant, you go ahead. It's
because cool. That's where the conversation began. That's literally the very first thing that you said. You read the comment in reference to King. Was it not in reference to King? Was it in reference to somebody else?
The comment that I was reading was in reference to King. Yes.
Okay.
Mhm.
So immediately after that, you said that we supposed to give a fuck about imaginary jackets being put on kids, but what exactly did that have to do with the situation with King?
The fact that mocking a lady that's not alive anymore. How I find it real
Now we
interesting.
getting somewhere. Go
Hold
ahead.
on. Now I find it real interesting, right? That display was disgusting. Number one, I don't care, and that really wasn't the main talking point. But my lives for the past days, for the past weeks, anybody that stopped and can attest that my focus has been people who do horrible things to children, who are violent people. That's who I've been focusing on.
Okay, but respectfully, that's still not telling me, because you sidetracked right now. That's still not telling me what that had to do with King. Is it because I was on his panel when he was doing that? Because I was up there, kikiing too. In fact, I brought it up.
Right.
So is that what it was? That's why we felt the need to bring me into the situation, or
I think the train of thought, it wasn't even about you personally. It's about the outrage again, and the difference in the situations. I know people not going to really care. I know some people would care about, mocking somebody who's not alive. Like, that's fine. Like, everybody's moral compass is a little different. I do understand that, right? Completely, right? But one thing I don't understand was the reaction. I don't understand if you have a child that's not here anymore, that's not alive, terrible things happen, versus a lady who said that she survived SA trauma, and she's attributing her feelings to that. That's what I'm hearing. Have you? Well, never mind. I'm not even gonna ask you because that's none of my business.
Baby, you can ask me whatever you want to ask.
No, I'm good. I don't. In front of all these people, it's not necessary. But I just, to me, it wasn't. It just seems so off because again, I didn't. Maybe I need to re-listen again or just listen to the whole thing. But I didn't hear anything strong enough to be a jacket. I heard definitely something you could be upset about. I could understand reacting to it and be like, what do you mean by that, Trina? But I didn't hear what they would define as a jacket.
Okay, fine.
Not saying,
that's still not telling me what my situation had to do with King. That's cool. Like sweetheart, I'm not here to convince you that there was a jacket put on my children. Right? I'm not here to convince you to do that. That's not even what I want to talk to you about. At all whatsoever. I genuinely don't give a fuck if you give a fuck or not. Right? Because they my kids. I'm going to do what the fuck I got to do behind mine. That's my job as a mother. Right? What I want to know from you is what exactly did that situation have to do with King?
I wasn't relating both of the situations to King. I was on a train of thought and I was reading a comment. Right. It doesn't have anything to do with King.
You read a comment. Your train of thought from King immediately went to me and my children?
To the situation, like that's what I'm saying. I feel like, I didn't say.
I promise you, I'm really just trying to understand.
I didn't say in my mind, like, okay, I'm gonna talk about K-Dub next. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm literally talking about the outrage that happened from that situation. Now, granted, I understand if you feel the type of way that I shouldn't have spoke on it at all. But that's the thing. It comes public to the app. Like, people talk about whatever they want to talk about.
Absolutely. Sweetheart, y'all been in here, right? I just said, look, if it's on the app or whatever, like, you're going to talk about it. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. I've said that since you've been here. I don't care about the opinions, sweetheart. What I want to know is how did those situations correlate? Where you started off talking about King laughing at the dead lady. Because I definitely brought it up and I was laughing too. And then immediately go into what you want us to give a fuck about imaginary jackets being put on your sons. And then there's a baby that is... What did those two situations have to do with what you said about King?
It was a train of thought. It doesn't have to do... Your situation don't have nothing to do with King and vice versa. It was literally a train of thought and I was reading a comment that was in the comment section. They don't have nothing to do with each other. They're two completely different issues.
So you don't see that being shady? You don't see that like picking at all? Because they had nothing to do with each other. And you just spewed this out your mouth. As if people are not supposed to care about jackets being put on children, let alone mine. Right? Because I'm going to show my natural black ass behind my kids. However, you saying that people are not supposed to give a fuck about jackets being put on children. It can't affect them in their real life. You know, because people don't get fired from their job because of shit that happened on this app, or evicted, or kicked out of colleges, or unalive themselves because of shit that happened on this app. That's not a thing, you know. Hell yeah, people gonna care.
Girl. But I feel like, me personally, again, and it's just my opinion. It's not like it's a fact. We can agree to disagree on the jacket thing, and then that's that.
I mean, I'm not trying to convince you that jackets were put on my children, because I know what the fuck I know, right? However, another reason I know that you're aware of the power behind this app, because you won't show your face.
I do.
You won't cam up. You won't. You get on here. You this what you do. You talk your shit a little bit.
I show my face. My face is on my profile.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I'll show my face. My face is on YouTube too. If people really want to see what I look like.
Oh no, I don't. I'm not. That's not. I don't want to see what you look like. That's not the point of saying that. I said that to say that you know that there's power behind this app. You also are aware that conversation rule nation. Some things that some people say, baby. A Caucasian lady said that Emmett Till touched her or whistled at her or something like that, and he was unalived. You are very much so aware that conversation rules the nation. You know. Right? And then you then pretty much just say, okay, people are not supposed to give a fuck about what the fuck happened to K-Dub's children. And I in all honesty, I don't care if they care or not. Right? I got on here to talk my shit and vent about it. Right? Talk to other adults, because I'm surrounded by children all day, every day. Okay? Whether they agree with me or not, I'm still gonna talk my shit. They just so happen to completely understand, because they have children. Again, you cannot relate. So I asked, can we refrain from using K-Dub as a point of reference? Because it was not a point of reference. It was slick shade.
I wasn't throwing no shade. I could have thrown shade, but I wasn't throwing no shade. You're not somebody I'm trying to throw shade at. I don't have no problem with you. It's not. I have no issue with you as a person. Yeah, I do be in your lives sometimes, not all the time. I just followed you today. I don't follow you. I you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have any type of quarrel with you at all. Mm-hmm. At all.
That's what's really blowing my mind when a clip was sent to me. That's why it blew my mind. Because there were no, I still don't have an issue with you. I just find it weird, but I don't have an issue with you at all. But that's why I found it fucking weird. Because there are no issues or whatever the case may be, but you telling people in short to not give a fuck about jackets being put on my children. Now I feel disrespected.
I didn't say for anybody not to give a fuck.
Yeah,
the question was,
didn't have to say it, because the entire statement that you made was sarcasm. You expect us to give a fuck about imaginary jackets being put on your children. That's not shady.
I would be happy that somebody from the outside is not giving this any power and not saying, okay, well, yeah, that was. I would be happy that other people don't see it like that.
Out of me, and
I'm not gaslighting.
I'm gonna protect you. All right, bye.
Okay. What was that? This is now becoming to be. I said and believe it, and now I'm going to be repetitive to make you look. My thing is this. Like I said, from jump, right? I do understand being upset. I do understand being like, what the fuck do you mean by that? However, I don't see enough power in what Trina had said to cause actual harm unless it is drug into... I'm not... Jazzy, not. Bro, listen. Jazzy, no, I'm not. Yeah, Trina, you can come up. Yeah. Right. What's up, Trina?
I know you're gonna let me up that quick. I'm mad as fuck though. Cause this old ass bitch, even just right now, and let me quit cussing, man. This ain't no lie. Even just now in this live, she just showed hundreds of people how she will drag it on forever. How many times was you supposed to tell her it's not involved? It was a comment I seen. Like, what is your problem? But hold on. It's okay, though, because I'm uploading the live to YouTube. Therapist says she got the video, too, but she getting her nails done, so I'm not about to rush her to hurry up and get to another device and play it. I'm going to upload the video to YouTube. It's on 14%. And as soon as it's done, I'm going to send it to you, and then I'm going to go live, because you're going to stop lying on me, Kashina. Didn't nobody put a jacket on your kids? You put a jacket on your kids, and you've been talking about it for months because you have nothing else to talk about, to the point where now you trying to create and brew up situations with other people because I stopped giving you attention because you didn't pull up after I gave you the Addy. Talking about you gonna stand on business and show your natural black ass, but I was 30 minutes away from you and you did nothing. You got on live and you put on a show for the people. Quit, like, bro, this is so irritating. I'm all the way in Texas and you talking about you gonna show your black ass and stand on business. Bitch, you ain't gonna do shit. But let me get down. When the video upload, I'll be live.
All right, please send it to me. Thank you. I appreciate that. Because I'm about, Gigi, I appreciate you saying that. Because I'm not, I don't know what, again, I don't have an issue. And I understand as a mom, like you're going to say, and Miss Black Conda, and you're going to say and feel how you want to feel. I get that. But I don't have a problem with her. You're trying to make it, now it's starting to turn into, and this was my thing. This is why I wasn't trying to do in live. I can't. This is why I don't do it. It's not about being ganged up on. I could take a few strangers on the internet yelling at me or telling me, "Nah, ChasingPillow, you're wrong." But I didn't hear anything strong enough to compare it to calling me a P3DO. Now that's a jacket. If you really gonna put it like that, that's a jacket. Even joking about it and saying, "Well, if I called you a P3DO, you wouldn't like that." What do you mean by that? Like what are we doing right now? Because I'm still really lost about everything. Very lost. What's up, therapist? My bad. Jesus Lord.
Oh, I was saying I can send you the if you're able to play it, I can send you the recording that TT Supremely Petty sent me, who's K-Dub's actual auntie.
Yeah.
We listened to the doggone recording together, me, TT Supremely Petty, and Trina in the whole room. And it's on, I think it's at point 58 minutes of the recording. There was no jacket. She was just saying that, hey, because me and my child have been in situations, we don't want to put ourselves in environments where we could be triggered. Not that they would do anything, but that environment could have been triggering at no fault of those kids, but what they had been through. I tried to explain that, and they still want to say jacket, jacket, jacket. At this point, I think it's just emotions and feelings over facts. But I'm going to send you that. If you're able to play it, go to minute 58 in the video, and then you can hear exactly what Trina said originally.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll send it. Let me jump down so I can send it to
ChasingPillow.
What's up, Kiana?
I really not going to be here long. Just 2 seconds. Just 2 seconds, I promise.
Leola.
Okay, go ahead, Laura.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, what's up?
But I had to leave, so I wanted to know what happened. That's it.
I'm gonna give you, it really didn't go anywhere, just as expected. I'll give you a recap, but I want to hear what Kiana's gonna say.
Okay. All right. Sorry, Kiana. I'm dropping.
No worries. At this point, I mean, I feel that Trina just needs to capitalize and come up with some jackets, and because I'm so sick and tired of hearing about them damn jackets. I don't understand why she can't comprehend that someone, I mean, I guess I could, because she didn't protect her children. If you can't comprehend that Trina wanted to protect her child from whatever could happen, then what else do you want from the world? Nothing happened to those babies. Trina never accused those kids or anything. She was just basically saying, in an atmosphere where boy meets girl, things can go wrong.
Right.
And I just don't get it. Why is she's been on this for like so many months now that it's unreal. Like, I've said this from the beginning. It's like she's mad because Trina didn't come. What was your ulterior motive? that, you know what I'm saying? What was you going to do if she had come? Because that's what you, most people, after all this stuff you've exposed, so-called exposed about Trina, you should be over there thanking your lucky stars, like, oh, thank you, God, she didn't come to my house with all of that. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Y'all sitting up saying that, oh, did the white guy having to force her out? Well, guess what, K-Dub? You didn't have to force her out of yours. She was still over there. So you should be thankful. So that's why I'm like, girl, you looking real crazy on this app when it's like, you should be thankful that someone that you feel is problematic didn't come and be your problem.
I'm gonna, I see Petty's message. Supremely Petty sent me a message about 58-minute. I don't mind like giving it like some more attention again, but like my thing is I wasn't saying it with any ill will. When I was comparing it, I wasn't coming for her as a mom. I wasn't trying to speak anything negative about children. If anything, I'm here trying to protect and trying to spread awareness to keep children safe. I'm not doing this. I'm not trying to argue with you. I don't have an issue. There is no issue. Again, for people that are recording, I don't have an issue with K-Dub. And I think most of the people, even on that side, know I don't have an issue with K-Dub. But this whole back and forth is going to make an issue that wasn't there. And that's why I didn't even want to do this like this. I didn't want to talk like this. But since it keeps coming up online, as I'm live or whatever, obviously here is where we got to do it. Because obviously anything else is not going to work. We can't just do messaging on the back end. None of that. IG don't work. We just had to do it on live. I didn't hear it. I'm going to play the fit from 58 minutes until the end. But what's up, Glamour? How you doing? What's up?
I'm doing good, Chasing Pillows. How you been?
Been all right. Just
Good.
here.
Okay, look, I just want to say that was crazy as hell. First of all, you don't owe her an apology for anything. There's never been a damn thing that Trina said that put a jacket on anything other than maybe her daughter because it was cold outside because it was wintertime. Okay, that's the first of all. Second of all, I don't know what Kay is talking about that anybody has been talking about her kids. She literally, I just watched a video, I think it might have been on Madam Hill's page, that she was just talking about a 4-year-old and was like, oh yeah, that was unfortunate for him, but I still have my kids. And that bitch talking about Blue Dove that passed away at 55 and was like, oh, she lived her life, F her. And somebody else said, what color were her shoes? Like, what is wrong with y'all? Like, you sit up here and say some crazy shit and then act like you didn't do it. I literally just watched the video. So then you want to make a reach out talking about King whoever and their brother, or you know what I'm saying? You bringing all this other stuff and want to bring out 5711 different things and then say you didn't say it. Like, and then want you to apologize. Please don't ever apologize to her for shit. That's what I wanted to say.
Gotcha. I didn't see anything to really apologize for. I could understand if, again, as a mom, and I don't think I have to have kids to have compassion for kids, but I think I do understand as a mom being protective and wanting to make sure that your kids are safe. But I don't see what she said as being harmful. I see it as being, what the fuck do you mean by that, Trina? I could understand that, but I don't see it as being harmful.
And it wasn't, because I'm telling you the whole thing that happened is because Trina, was thinking about what situation. First of all, she shared that in a private message. You know what I'm saying? So if you really want to help somebody, then you don't go and you don't post private messages. Even if you're mad at the person, you fall out with the person, that was a private message of what her daughter and her have been through. That wasn't open to the public. Right. So because Trina decided that, the things that happened in their personal life concerning her daughter, that's the reason why. You know what I'm saying? That she decided not to go. It should have been dead at that. Right. But Trina, I've never heard one video, one comment, anything from Trina saying, I don't want my daughter to stay there because your sons are going to do this, that, and the other. I didn't even know until just now that Kay also has daughters. I only thought she had sons.
I didn't even know she had kids until this shit came up. Like,
exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what I was going to say, Glamour. I didn't even know that lady had daughters until she started saying, well, why she only talk about my boys? Because that's all you talk about. I didn't even know you had girls. I ain't never seen no little girl on your page. But
Right.
Chasing Pillows therapist sent you the link. So I want you to see if you could play it. But if you came, my video is on 23%. Go
Yeah,
ahead, Glenn.
I'm about to play it right now. I got the she said to play it from 58 minutes and then I guess on. So if you know, Chili, what's up, girl?
Hey y'all, I got a question, and I'm
Yeah.
gonna drop because I'm on 8%. Well,
All
I'm
right.
gonna need you to drop me because I probably can't drop myself.
I got
But
you. That's what I'm saying.
number one, if you live in a 3-bedroom and you have daughters and a son or sons, and you're gonna let Trina, I don't got nothing against you, Trina. Me and you don't go to. I don't know you. You don't know me. We good. But you're gonna let a stranger and her child come into my house, and they have one of my kids' room, and you got daughters and a son, so you're going to displace your children and make somebody else and their child comfortable. That's number one. So now you thinking, questioning everything about Trina, but now we need to question your mental stability. Because you did all these background searches on this girl and talking about she doing all this to other people, but you so eager and welcoming to let her come into your house. And another question I had, Trina, how much money did this girl send you? I'm not sending her shit,
Nothing.
but how
She
much money did she
herself did
send
not
you?
send me a dime.
Okay, so she need to shut the fuck up. Because she
Kay
always
herself didn't
popping
send
her
me a
fucking
dime.
gums. She
But she
always with
sure running
that
around
Harlem
trying to make it
shaking
seem
and
like
shit.
she the reason I made $1. But she herself never sent me a dime. And you got some nerve trying to ask me to apologize for something that never happened when you posted my nudes and you was running around telling people what school my child went to.
That part.
Don't you dare
That
ask
part.
me for an apology
That
in real
And
part.
life.
she coming to pull
And
up on
she
Anybody's
you. She coming
child,
to pull up on you,
hold on,
but
y'all.
her
Hold
child
on,
is in
y'all.
the back
Please,
seat
hold on.
requesting to go to
Chili, give me
fucking
a second.
McDonald's. See,
Chili,
that's the
hold on.
problem with these bitches on this app. They always talking all
Chili,
this stuff,
hold
trying to
on.
get a
Give me a
moment.
second, Chili. Give me a second, Chili. Because
I'm
the part that
drop
killed
me
me is
chasing.
you talking
I
about
got
what
you,
could have happened and what would have happened to your kid. My child be on TikTok. Imagine my child had came across that bullshit. Imagine my child had came across my news that you thought was okay to post on your live in front of hundreds of people. Since we talking about what a child could have did, I had to withdraw my child from her school because now TikTok knew where my daughter went to school at. Please play the video because
Now
when
that
we hear what I actually said, it will make perfect sense why after everything that was did, this lady posted my news. She told me for her, she would lay mine. She told me she was going to drag me and beat my ass in front of my daughter. She done did and said all type of stuff. Please play what I said because I want it to be so perfectly clear.
Gotcha. I'm gonna play it. It's from minute 58, I think, is what therapist has said. Therapist is from minute 58, right? In the live. I think because I was playing from 51 and apparently it's from 58.
no one who cares about women and children
All
would
right.
ever say they're going to post someone's child's school. That's the most asinine thing ever. Someone sent me where your why would you even bring that to the forefront? That is not something you let someone, that was an intimidation tactic if you ask me. But the fact that anyone could have inboxed her and said, "Get, you know, Trina did me wrong, or I don't like Trina. Give me the child's school." And then if something had happened to that child, your goofy ass was going to be the one on the news saying you was going, like, that was just stupid.
I didn't even know that she had said anything about.
Yes, she did. It's out there on the blogs. It's literally out there because I wasn't in her live, you know, clearly, but it's out there on the blogs where she's sitting there saying, like, I went looking for it, but I got your child's school because someone sent it to me. Like, why would you put that in a room of 500 and 600 people instead of telling Trina, "Hey, Trina, I know we don't fuck with each other. Be careful. Someone knows where your child goes to school at." That's because you didn't mean it in that way.
Well, and also, so y'all know that video I'm talking about where she just said how she was in King panel laughing about Blue Dove passing away. No, she actually had her own live, and she was talking about the 4-year-old how I still got my sons, and then she went into how Blue Dove was a bitch. What color was her shoes? That is on Madam Hill page, so she's a lie on that too. In the same way that she went to Trina to go fight Trina, she had her kids in the car.
She said that in that video too on Madam Hill page. She say her kids don't know nothing about TikTok because she's a good parent. So, bitch, why you on here crying for 2 months about something that was never even said if your kids don't know nothing about TikTok?
So wait a minute. You mean to tell me someone is registered as a nurse and did the things that she's done and there's videos of it?
Yep, sure is. It's on Madam Hill's page. Sure is.
No, nurse. She's a
All
damn
right, hold on,
estimate.
hold on,
She's not
hold on.
registered as nothing. But
Hold
let
on,
her
hold
play
on,
the
hold
video,
on.
y'all.
Hold on. Let's not change the I'm gonna play the clip. All right, I'm gonna play the clip because I
got you.
got the clip ready. I'm playing it right now. Okay. All right, y'all. Is it on? Yeah. Oh, it's on. Hold on.
That. I hate that. I hate it to the utmost. Because again, I don't fuck with bitches. So if I fuck with you, bro, that means something. Again, I hate when bitches lie. I hate it. Especially when bitches lie for no reason. Like the B bitch. The bitch couldn't just say she watching you on the steps in the hallway. No, you gotta say she watching you on the steps in the hallway and eating food on the ground. Bitch, the last time I ate something was 3 hours ago. What is you lying for, bitch? What did that do for you in that moment to just add in that pointless ass, meaningless ass, irrelevant fucking lie? How? What did that do for you? And again, I could actually see her being offended if I had never said nothing to her. Still don't really make sense, but the way I'm thinking, because I'm a sensitive bitch too, I would feel like, damn, well, bitch, what's wrong with my health? Why your discernment saying fuck me? But bitch, I said something to you on the back of your hoe, and it was no problem. That wasn't your first time hearing that on the live, nigga. That was not your first time hearing Trina feeling a little shaky about coming here. But that's how you just played it to these people, though. You just played it to these people like I'm trying to paint you out to be a boogeyman when all you trying to do is help. Bitch, I text your phone and told you this yesterday. And again, I told you, I feel like it's from what we going through. Because again, as a mother, knowing what me and mine done went through, you got boys, as you say, grown kids. I can't just do that. We don't know you. My kid don't know y'all. We ain't talking about coming and stay a couple of days. We talking about where she's supposed to eat, shit, and shower, nigga. She's a little girl.
Should I keep playing or
Yeah, let it keep playing.
let it keep playing? Okay.
And I said this. Like I said, I don't know that lady like that, but I told you my daughter's business so that you understand. So that you ain't in your feelings thinking, well, maybe the bitch is a scammer. Maybe she just wants some money, or maybe there's something going on. No. As a mother, I told you some shit that I shouldn't even told you so you can respect it. I cannot just bring my child to a random bitch house. When in your words, you got grown kids. I got a little fucking girl. And when you responded with no issue, I'm thinking you did respect it. Now, the next day, it's all it is. You done made up a lie. Then, you done let some bitches lie to you or whatever the fuck, because I don't give a fuck what nobody got going on. Petty held a live about me today for almost 2 motherfucking hours. And plenty of people came in there and asked her, what is your problem with Trina? Why you don't like Trina? And she keep telling people, I don't got no problem with Trina. This your 4th live about me. You saying they the ones that told you, at some point, when am I not supposed to think you bitches is all talking behind the scenes trying to bring me the fuck down? For what? Why? I ain't did shit to none of y'all. How the fuck you start a live saying you mad because I called you pathetic, bitch? Then you switch it to my tone, talking about some come over here. What the fuck am I coming over there for? To give y'all a show? Nigga, you got me fucked up. I got my own motherfucking live. Then, like I said, when the comments ain't doing shit but talking shit and lying, you ready to go. You let them hype you up, letting them convince you I'm talking about your kids, all type of weird shit. So now I got all these other receipts. Should we talk about receipts? You ready to go and go and go. But as soon as the comment section switched to wanting you to say some clear shit, wanting you to quit running your motherfucking mouth and say what the fuck the problem is, now you can't breathe and now it's time to go. Man, dude, man. So let me say this, and let me say this clearly. I appreciate everybody that support me. I don't know, but now you can walk your ass right the fuck out. I appreciate everybody that support me. But please do not get mad at me when I don't call y'all, or when I don't inbox y'all, or when I don't take shit off of this app. Because we just watched in less than 48 hours. In less than 48 hours. This ain't a bitch who just was like, I support you throwing gifts. Who? This hoe was up in my box shedding real tears. What the fuck? The rest 48 hours later, nigga. Shedding tears. Do you hear me? Crying. I got you, Trina. I love you, Trina. Less than 48 hours later. This is why I don't fuck with bitches. No, I'm gonna cry. That be motherfucker. That's the thing. Only miserable bitches be waiting for a motherfucker to cry, because everybody that know me, most of the time, get the fuck from around me when I'm crying. Because the last thing it means is a joke. It might be a joke on the phone, though. Thank you, Heartbreaker. Thank you, everybody, for the gifts. And at the end of the day, I deserve to cry. Because with everything I'm going through, I got to swim through a bunch of bored bitches. All right. Yeah. Boom. Yeah. But did anybody hear a jacket?
Nope.
No.
Did anybody hear me say that lady's sons is in any way or even could be predatory?
But what we did here, we needed to hear.
I told
Trina, what we
did
hear, we needed to hear.
You
hear me, Trina?
Hold on, Kiana. It had nothing to do with her kids, and I told her that from the beginning. I told her that in the text. I don't walk around talk about what happened to my baby. She was 3 years old. I told her that so that she would understand what I'm telling you. Because I understand as a mother and as a woman, it's a lot to open your door to a stranger. That live where we crowdfunded was Kay's second time on my live, period. The whole time I've been on TikTok since 2019, I don't know her and she don't know me. So I didn't want to just be like, nah, fuck what you talking about. Because I felt like that's a big gesture. And I said from jump, even that was wrong because I should have told her no from the door. But I never put a jacket on your kids. I don't know your kids. And I'm not apologizing after everything you done said and did. Who the fuck you think you talking to? You can't little sis me. And you on here trying to convince these people that we so beefed out and you so mad. But I dropped the Addy and you ain't do nothing but put on a Broadway play.
Right.
But everybody didn't need to hear how you were hurt behind 48 hours of people saying they got your back, they love you, and then they put, say they're going to post your child's school, they post you in some of the most horrific pictures and stuff like that. So I think what you need to do now is tell the people, what, for those who don't know, what you accomplished this week. Because again, I love an underdog. That's just how I'm built. I love an underdog, and you winning, Trina. So why don't you let the people know that you used it for fuel? You know what I mean? You could have got yourself in some trouble, and I want to give you your roses right here. You could have got yourself in some trouble. You could have went to her house. Clearly, you had the address. You could have went over there, harmed her kids, did something, got you in some trouble. But no, you got yourself out of that state. You got your. I want to tell your victory. You tell it, but let people know they can do this too. You know what I mean? They can do it too. You had a whole app damn near against you, and you bounced back and you did your thing. So people need to give you at least your props for that, man. You took that shit and put some fuel with. She gaslighting, trying to blow up bombs. You put that fuel, that gas in your mind and in yourself and your child, and you doing good as fuck. You know what I mean? You on your way. Tell the people what happened.
May I speak, please? Okay. I don't know you chasing pillows, but thank you for allowing me to be up.
No doubt.
Okay. So are we gonna, and I'm, like I said, I don't know Trina personally, don't care to really know, I don't truly know Kay personally, but as a mother, and I want us to all be honest. I'm not taking nobody's sides, but one thing about me, I'm a realist. I ain't with that straddling the fence type, and I'm not gonna pillow talk it, and I'm not gonna sit here and sweep stuff up under the rug. We're gonna keep it real, okay? For one, this is how I look at it. Trina's a grown woman, Kay's a grown woman. But let's be real, I have stopped back and I have heard this story for a while, and I had to sit back and really think about it. Anytime someone opened their doors for someone out the kindness of their heart, okay, and regardless, when this lady opened her doors for you, Trina, it was not an issue. At the
Did
end
I
of the day,
not already say that I should have said no from the jump? No, I'm not about to hold on, because I already addressed what you're saying. I said already I should have said no from the jump.
Listen, I get you. I
don't even know you, so I really don't want to hear what you're talking about.
Listen, you're getting. Hold on, listen, you're getting defensive. I didn't come up here
because I don't know you. So talk
and you're
to
right, you don't. But
talk
okay,
to me.
Are you gonna allow me to talk, sweetheart?
Not to me. Talk to the
But guess
host.
what? Okay, see, you want to know why? Because the truth hurt. Let's keep it real.
Girl,
see,
everybody
up here being passive and trying to sweep stuff up under the rug. Let's keep it real. At the end of the day, as a mother that has a daughter and a son, if somebody opened their doors for me and mine, because I'm in a predicament where, as a grown woman, where I wasn't able to shelter my children, my 2 children, and my daughter, hypothetically, as you said, was touched or whatever you want to call it, I'm going to keep it real with that individual that opened their doors from the get-go. Not when that person, all of a sudden, hold on, listen, hear me out. Listen to me.
Let me ask you a question. I was supposed to say on the live, because she offered.
No, it's not about the live. Let me ask you a question.
No, let me ask it.
I done seen the text messages where you and Kay had text.
And
so
I
this is a conversation.
What are
First
you
of all,
talking about?
everything does not need to be exposed on the internet, mother.
Right. And I told her privately.
Everything does not need to be. Everything does not need to be brought
Let
on
me
TikTok,
say something,
mother.
Did you miss the part where I told her?
Trina, can you just calm down? I'm trying to listen. Calm
down. That's not Trina. That's me. That's me talking. This glamour at the bottom. Let me say something though, Chrissy. What happened was Trina had a private conversation with Kay. That was private in a text message.
I get that, but what
Trina,
I'm saying, but hold on, can I ask you a question?
Hold on just a second.
I don't know
I don't know if you were
Trina,
here.
This is what I'm saying.
I don't know if you were here. We already
can't tell
talked
me
about it
nothing.
15 minutes ago,
Everything
but hold
that you
on a
know,
second.
sweetheart, I know.
When Trina
Okay, so can I
accepted
ask you a
the
question?
offer from her,
Chrissy, can you
let
please listen? Because
Chrissy,
it
hold
sounds like you
on.
don't have all
I
the
know because
pieces.
the same way everything
Hold
that
on a
she know,
second,
I know
though.
too.
What I'm saying is when Trina discusses privately with Kay, she let Kay know what her concerns were. And when
After the
she said,
fact, let's keep
hold
it real.
on,
After the fact,
no,
right
it's
now,
Chrissy, can you
hold
hush for
on.
1
I
second?
guess I was supposed
Let me
to be in
finish
front
the
of 1,000
sentence.
people on live that something happened to my
It's-
daughter. She offered it to me on
Trina, stop
live.
it.
Do you
After
expect
the
me to
fact,
have
right
said
or
that
wrong?
on the live?
After the fact, listen. So okay, but I just said
I
everything
did.
don't need to
Like,
be
what are you
brought to
talking
the
about?
live.
But Chris, you're not listening though. What those
Trust me, everything
messages?
you know, I know.
Those messages got exposed by Kay because Trina had said to her
If you
privately
allow me to
that
finish,
she did not want to
if
stay
you
at her
allow me to
house.
finish before jumping to conclusions, then we could have got somewhere. What I'm telling Trina is everything didn't have to be brought to the light. Vice versa, even with
Trina
Kay.
didn't bring it to the light. That's why I said you're not listening.
Did you go over
But you
on
want to know?
Kay's
Listen, how
panel and
about
tell
this?
her that?
So this is what I'm telling you. At the end of the
Kay
day,
is the one. Kay is the
You
one
keep
that
getting cut off
exposed the
because you
private
don't know what you're
messages.
talking about.
Go
Trina,
to
let's stop
Kay's
playing.
panel and tell her that.
Okay, let's keep it all the way. Let's keep it 100. The
We
thing about
are.
it, everybody up here want to sit here and rock about baby with you like you're a fucking child. Let's keep
Nobody's
it real.
rockabye. I don't even know Trina.
First of all,
I don't even know
you're not
Kay.
Trina, so I'm not talking to you, ma'am.
I'm telling you what happened. You need to
You
pay
can't
attention.
tell me what happened. I know what happened.
Chrissy, you need to calm
down.
You're just
You're
talking.
not understanding
You're
what's
sitting
going
up here
on.
trying to cuddle Trina. That Trina can sit up here and screw
Nobody's
and act like she
cuddling
grown.
anyone.
Trina,
You're
shut
not
up,
paying
bitch.
How is
attention.
Trina being coddled? She moved to a whole different state.
Wait.
Man, just let the girl
main
get it out. At
the
this
main
point, she
reason
ain't
why
gonna
I'm
get back.
allowing people a
Just let
voice
her
is
talk.
because I do not want anybody to say I silenced nobody. That's not what I'm about. All right. So
Yeah, she can
Chrissy,
talk.
I don't know where you're going, but Trina, I'm so sorry. I just want to give her the opportunity to finish. There's other people that would like to request up. So go ahead, Chrissy. Just go ahead with the plane. Go ahead and land. Do you think?
No, this is what I'm saying. My whole thing is if we're gonna keep it real, anytime somebody go out their way and open their doors for you, regardless, if she wasn't gonna take that offer, all she had to do was be honest and say, you know what? I can't accept it, but thank you anyway. That would have resolved everything. That's number one. Number two, if your daughter has been in a predicament, that should have been discussed with you and her from off the gate. Trust me, let's be real.
Amen.
Everybody on this app know that Kay has 2 daughters and 2 sons, okay? That's not anonymous.
I didn't know that. So that's
Okay, well, you
first of
didn't
all,
know
that's
it. You know,
not
and I
fair to
understand that
say.
respect. Who
No,
said that?
yeah,
Was that
now I
Trina?
know that. Yeah,
No,
I didn't.
It's a lot of people that have
Is
said
that the
they didn't
host?
know that.
Right, this is the host. This is
Okay,
Chasing Pillow.
respect.
I didn't know that either.
But what I'm saying is, okay, say hypothetically, I'm talking to the host. You're in a predicament where you need assistance from someone, and someone was nice enough to open their doors for you. I'm pretty sure the individual, before they say, this is what I can do for you, gonna let you know who's in their household.
She didn't. That's in the text messages.
Okay, so Trina, as a mother that has a daughter, and your daughter been in a situation, you mean to tell me you never asked her?
I didn't need to ask her. She told me she had boys, and that was my decision from there.
So
I
she
wasn't
told you after the
comfortable.
fact, after you decided to say yes, I'm gonna come.
Everything that you're saying is what happened. I wasn't gonna say it when she offered me the place, because she offered me the place after she had only been on my live at that time for the second time. That was her second time being on my platform. And we were on a live in front of almost 1,000 people. You're out of your mind if you think at the time when she offered me to come live with her on live in front of all those people.
I was there when she shed her tears.
Let me
I was
finish.
there.
Let me finish like I let you finish.
I wasn't even done.
Let me finish like I let you finish.
Trina.
If you think, no, ain't no Trina. I let you talk.
I'm gonna keep it.
Let me talk like I let you talk. If you think I was supposed to sit up there on that live in front of all them people and say that, you got me fucked up. That's not your business. I hate that y'all know it now. Literally, I hate that y'all know that. The reason I told her on the back end is because you're right. I've already said opening your door as a mother and as a woman is a lot. So I didn't want her to think what a bitch is just saying fuck me and fuck what I offered to her. I let her know why I feel the way that I do. So everything you talking about right now is irrelevant because I handled it in the way that I did. I could have said no from jump, but I didn't, and I've acknowledged that. So what is your point?
My point is, first of all, like I said, and for y'all that's in the comments, all y'all can, let's keep it real, can kiss my black ass, excuse my language. Because at the end,
Christy's point is
Trina
that she
can
should
get
have
up
handled
here.
it. Trina should have handled it like Christy would have handled it.
No,
That's
it's
Christy's
not about. It's not about Chrissy, because guess what? Chrissy wouldn't put her children in this position.
So then what are you talking about then, Chrissy?
Hold on, Chrissy
You can't tell somebody how to handle something that you've never been in.
Chrissy would never expose her children to this type of social media at all. That's my whole
So
point.
then you're already coming up here with judgment.
And if I was in this position and someone was kind enough to open their doors, I would never kick that person in the back.
Chrissy, you don't know what you would have done if you've never been in that position. You don't know what you would have done. You don't know what you would have did, Christy. You've never been in that predicament.
That's why she's going to forever be in a predicament she in.
What predicament is she in since you know so much, Christy? What predicament is she in?
Don't curse her. Don't curse her with your words. I don't care about her situation. But don't curse her with your words.
What predicament is she in if you know so much?
When she was the only one that opened her doors by the rest of y'all that sitting
Tell us what predicament she's
has dogged her out
in,
in multiple.
Since you know, what predicament is she in?
The difference between y'all, I'm going to put it out there and put it on the front floor.
Okay, what's the predicament she's in since you know so much? What is it? What's the predicament?
Homeless.
No,
don't
she's
have a
not,
pot
ma'am.
to piss in a window to throw it out. Let's put it out there.
Ma'am, you're wrong. See, you're wrong. You're louder.
Guess what? If it is, she just got on her feet. Let's be real.
But she did more than probably what you could have did. She relocated, she passed her class with a B and got a job in 8 days. Have you ever done that? Have you ever done that? Have you ever done that?
I thought you said you ain't know nothing about her situation.
No. Cause see, that's what people really be wanting. You bitches, you weak, weird ass bitches that I don't know from a can of paint. What Nicki Minaj say? Is it beef if I don't know that you exist? Y'all be coming up here trying to act like, well, let's just keep it real, and I'm just keeping it real. But you really been waiting and waiting on your moment to say something to Big Trina. Bitch, don't nobody give a fuck what you talking about. Next, everything you saying was done. You don't have no point. You just wanted to talk to me. I don't sign autographs yet, baby. You got to move around.
Period.
Any woman that would say what she just said to a woman that's at least trying to get on her feet and to do better, that's some weird shit. Ain't no way in the world I'll try to kick a woman when she down, and trying to get up even at that. Like, come on, the girl is trying. Ain't nobody calling
Chrissy trying to get
We're
followers.
just saying,
Y'all
hey,
give
as a
followers.
woman, if y'all really dig women the way y'all say y'all do on this app, why y'all like? Okay, let's talk about the money. Everybody go, where the money at? If her so-called scamming the money made her get to where she is today, is it really a scam? Because y'all say y'all was trying to help Trina get on her feet, right? So Trina is getting on her feet, hook or crook, right or wrong. Tell me if I'm wrong, someone. The money gone, but yet Trina is accomplishing the things that y'all wanted her to accomplish.
I definitely did get a job. Got 2 more interviews. Finished my class with a 96 on my final and moved like y'all said I wasn't gonna do. Just to be clear. And I've been here 9 days. By the way.
So then it's not, everybody should say, okay, fine, my money went to a good cause. It caused her to get her stuff together. She may have went the long way around, but she still got to the destination. And getting to the destination, let the shit go. They just want something to be outraged about on this app. It's not, I'm telling you, it's not a scam when she actually eventually did what y'all wanted her to do. Clearly, y'all didn't want her to do that. Y'all wanted her to be a beggar. That's why, so you can come back to this app and call her all kinds of names. You want to see her down, but be careful. The shoes you step on tomorrow might be attached to the ones that have to fucking decide what's going on with you the next day. Be careful and never say never. Never say what you won't put your kids through. What you don't know what life got in store for you. And it'll teach you by damn showing you. Never say what you will or won't do in this world. Never.
And that's what I came up here to say. People really cursing themselves. When you speak down on somebody, baby, y'all, power is in the tongue. So whatever you throwing at Trina, baby, it could come back to you. It could be at your front in the next 2 minutes. So y'all got to be careful. And on this panel, people just want to come up here and they just want to say shit. Because at the beginning, she said, I don't know Trina and I don't know Kay. But then you just spilled all this shit. Y'all carrying bones through lies from shit that y'all hearing other people say. But y'all want to come up here and act nice and act like y'all got the best for her. And then y'all let it out. Y'all tell on y'allself. But at the end of the day, whatever you saying about Trina, baby, that could be you. Don't never, like she just said, don't never say what you gonna do. Don't never say you not gonna be homeless. Don't never say you ain't gonna get evicted. You never know. That shit could be at your door tomorrow. You could lose your job tonight, right now, while you're talking shit. So y'all need to be careful when y'all sitting up here speaking down on somebody. Because everybody ain't perfect. We all living in America. Half of us are a paycheck away from homelessness. So please, y'all need to be careful what y'all saying. And if you don't like a motherfucker, why do y'all don't come in the lab? Just keep strolling. And at this point, y'all just really using Trina and her daughter for content. All y'all owe her for fucking money. And everybody be on here begging because all y'all motherfuckers got cash apps in the back of y'all fucking live. So if you want to keep it a buck, all you motherfuckers on here begging. When you paying for people to get dropped, to get added up, all that shit, y'all all begging. So please stop it.
I know that ain't a lie because I got tuition that need to be paid. I should draw my GoFundMe.
Zoe, is that you talking?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, because your screen is paused. What's up? I was waiting for shut up, single mama. What's up, Zoe? What's poppin'?
Hey. Nah, but like I'm about to graduate. I need help paying for my tuition.
Baby girl, I know you did.
What? That's what you came up to
like, do y'all help that graduate? Like, what? I'm
literally
about to graduate in 2 weeks. Literally.
I'm dead. Okay, well, okay.
So.
Yeah. I appreciate y'all. I'm gonna drop y'all down, dude. I appreciate y'all so much. Y'all,
thank you.
No
Can
problem.
I say one last thing, Chase?
Yeah,
I'm out.
You go ahead.
There is absolutely no way it was the goodness of your heart that was going to let her in your house if you ever was willing to post or talk about where her child's school is. If you was ever willing to do anything, the goodness of your heart was not in it. You can't convince me it was the goodness of your heart. It was clout chasing 101. And also you was probably going to get a bunch of cash apps when she got there to your house because everybody's going to applaud you for what you did. So therefore you're pissed off. You didn't get the clout nor the money that you expected. So you're mad about it because a good heart never turns evil. Let's say it. And I'm out.
Yeah, and I appreciate you. Somebody cash at me and asked me if I could go back to the original topic.
Oh my goodness.
Is there going back right now?
I didn't do it. It wasn't me. I didn't send it. But I just wanted to point out something today. The conversation was about selective outrage.
Yeah.
Right? I feel that this lie proved it because when we're in here talking about people who actually harm children, there's 30, maybe 30 of us here, right? And then your lives always get taken down.
Yeah.
But when it was a conversation about what is and isn't a jacket, there is 400 and something people here. So which proves that this quote unquote jacket was more important and people were more outraged about it.
Can we take a poll real quick since you brought that up? I wanna just know what everybody has to say because I know what people over there saying. Everybody's gonna agree. I want to know y'all's opinion since all 300 and some of y'all are in here. Okay, I'm gonna put a smiley face if y'all believe that there was a jacket. If y'all believe that I'm wrong and there was a jacket, it's gonna be smiley face. Sad face if you do not think there was a jacket. All right, so smiley face if there was, sad face if there wasn't. All right, let me do it real quick. All right.
Just remember there are screen recorders and they will be looking at who is voting and what you're voting on.
Oh, that's why people don't want to vote and see how they really feel.
Yeah.
It's tight. Oh, it's tight. You missed the recording. Damn it, Dre. I gotta play it again. Shit. Got a few seconds. The question is smiley face if you do believe there was a jacket from the recording. Sad face if you don't believe there was a jacket. Smiley face if there was. In your opinion, sad face if there wasn't a jacket.
While we're waiting on that, just to remind
face if there was, sad face if there wasn't. Sorry, Lee.
No, you're fine. Just to remember, this is about selective outrage and what people were more upset about. Let's not forget, we did lose a very young woman at 55, Blue Dove, and that's not anything that was funny.
So it's close. So that's the thing. A lot of people are going to disagree and not agree. And I hope you guys understand. I hope, for the people that do feel like there was, I hope you don't take what I was saying as any type of invalidation towards how she feels. Again, I kept repeating that she has every right to respond and react. As a mom, I can't tell you what to respond and react to. I can't dictate what people respond or react to. I'm not God. I can't do that. But what I have noticed is just a big difference in the outrage. And nobody can really tell me that, you're saying I gaslit. How did I gaslight?
I don't think people are using the term.
Do you know what gaslight means? I don't.
Mariah, wait one second. Mariah, you spoke.
Hi, Chasing Pillows. There's like 200 more people in the room now since the recording, so I was gonna say maybe you can play the recording again, and then do the poll or whatever.
Well, I mean, before you do that, Pillows, because I don't want to stay up here because people are going to come for me for things. No. But I just want to remind everyone, it's about the selective outrage. What could have happened is what Kay is upset about. What could have happened, right? Mm. And what actually did happen with this man. And usually when we're talking about that and we're talking about CAers and all that good stuff, or bad stuff, my bad. When we're talking about that, there's no one here. But because something was said as an imaginary jacket, that is why there are so many people here. And that's why so many people were wanting to have an opinion or telling Pillows how she's wrong. That's it. That's all. And everyone have a wonderful Saturday.
You too.
All right, my love.
I'm gonna play it again for the people that have missed it the first time. Again, slight trigger warning. And I see y'all blue hearts. Yes, R.I.P. Blue Dove. I don't agree with how she was spoken about. That shit was disgusting. I don't care how much the lady talked about y'all. It's done. It should be over with at this point. But that's another time. But I am gonna replay real quick. What's up, Pinky?
Okay, wait. Before you play the thing, brief commercial break. I don't have nothing to do with nothing y'all talk about. I ain't got nothing to say about that. I came for a brief commercial break about gaslighting. Real quick, gaslighting. In 1944, there was a movie called Gaslight. It was a black and white movie. And in the movie, the guy kept turning the gas on. And he kept turning his lights on in the house. And then telling his wife, like, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not doing that. And he did it in an attempt to run her crazy. That's where the term gaslighting comes from. Right. So if anybody ever wants to know what the definition of gaslighting is, just remember the guy used to turn the stove on and his wife would be like, babe, you left the stove on. And he'd be like, I ain't turned no stove on. Okay, that's gaslighting. That's all I wanted to say. All right, go back to y'all trauma. Bye.
Bye. I didn't know that's where it came from. All right, but I'm going to replay. So this clip right here is the clip that everybody's talking about as being the jacket that Trina had placed onto Kay's kits. Okay, so I'm going to press play. Y'all let me know if y'all have any issues here. Let me turn it up.
The last time I ate something was 3 hours ago. What are you lying for, bitch? What did that do for you in that moment to just add in that pointless ass, meaningless ass, irrelevant fucking lie? How? What did that do for you? And again, I could actually see her being getting offended if I had never said nothing to her. Still don't really make sense, but the way I'm thinking, because I'm a sensitive bitch too, I would feel like, damn, well, bitch, what's wrong with my health? Why your discernment saying fuck me? But bitch, I said something to you on the back of your hoe, and it was no problem. That wasn't your first time hearing that on the live, nigga. That was not your first time hearing Trina feeling a little shaky about coming here. But that's how you just played it to these people, though. You just played it to these people like I'm trying to paint you out to be a boogeyman when all you trying to do is help. Bitch, I text your phone and told you this yesterday. And again, I told you, I feel like it's from what we going through. Because again, as a mother, knowing what me and mine done went through, you got boys, as you say, grown kids. I can't just do that. We don't know you. My kid don't know y'all. We ain't talking about coming and stay a couple of days. We talking about where she's supposed to eat, shit, and shower, nigga. She's a little girl.
So there's two parts of the live. So there's that part. Also Supremely Petty, which is Kay's auntie, she had told me to play from minute 51. So I just want to go over that again real quick. All right, to be fair. So I'm gonna play both parts. So let me press play on that too.
I'm moving on to the Airbnb. I'm choosing to go the route of an Airbnb. That's what I said. The conversation, the discernment and all that was never going to come to the forefront. It didn't need to. For what? Because the person that needed to know, which was her, already knew.
Right, Glenn.
I told you on the back end already. And again, I attributed it to the trauma we've been through. I don't know you. I don't know your sons. I got a little girl who been through shit already. So that's what I attributed it to. Not thinking it's you or a sign that we don't need to be around you. I don't even know you, and we ain't never had no problems. And from what you showed me, you ain't never showed me nothing but coming over here to encourage me. First time you came over, you came up in the box and was crying and saying how you love me so much and you love me on purpose and whether I accept it or not and how I'm always there for other people. So I'm not thinking it's you. But I didn't want you to be sitting there like, well, damn. I offered this girl help. Was she choosing to struggle? What's wrong with my help? I wanted to at least let you know.
So that
I don't think we're gonna come. If we got to, you know what I'm saying? It's definitely an option.
So that's pretty much the gist of what was being said to be the jacket. To answer your question, Mickey, the reason why I brought this up is because Kay brought it up. I had used the situation with her and Trina as a reference point for the selective outrage that is displayed on the app, how people were outraged about that, but not one person seemed to be outraged about the fact that there was a moderator that unalived his child. It seemed like people would deflect, go around the whole topic. I'm gonna redo the poll. So I want to ask y'all a quick question. So Smile, based on what you heard with that, do you feel that is a jacket? I'm going to do a poll. Smiley face. Yes, you do feel that a jacket was there. You do feel like Trina did place a jacket on her children. Sad face, you do not feel like she placed a jacket. All right, so while I do that poll, what's up, Ms. D?
Hey, I've been following this since, well, I not purposely because it's just been all over my timeline, but there's just been a couple of key points that I just felt was a little bit, that even just recently when Trina was up in the box, that kind of the stories kind of keep getting mixed up and don't make sense. And I've been here to hear all of the different sides. But you didn't say outright, hey, look, we've gone through some trauma, you have sons, and maybe it's just not a good idea for me to go over there. That was not outright said. So
she did say that
on live and go hard saying, I told you on the back end. No, on the back end, you said that you have night terrors. And that you scream and holler, and that your daughter is used to it, but the other children in the household that you would be living at would not be used to that. That's what was said on the back end or whatever. It wasn't specifically, hey, you have sons, I don't really know you like that, and because you have sons and what me and my daughter went through already, I don't think that would be a good idea. I think that's where the disconnect of a lot of people are getting, where trying to figure out why the outrage with Kay came or whatever. Because when you go onto the live and now you going back and forth and saying all this different stuff, that's not exactly what it was that you said. No, I don't have a problem with nobody. I don't know nobody on this app. I don't have a problem with Trina. I've donated to Trina. Not much. I donate to everybody. I get in lives, I scroll, I tap. That's just the type of TikToker I am. I don't have a problem with anybody, but I see as a parent how someone could get upset about somebody saying something like that. Insinuating that the trauma that you and your child went through would continue if you was in my home, after the reason I offered to give you a place to stay is because of the fact that you've been online whining, crying, and getting donations, and I'm trying to escape wherever it is that you at, and I'm trying to offer you some help. Like, I do think that it has gone way too far. I agree with you on that it has just been blown way out of proportion, and that there are other major issues going on in the world that people need to be focused on. And yeah, that's my piece.
All right. Okay. I appreciate you sharing that. I mean, that was really my whole point of addressing this, is because Kay brought it to the live. She held a live. She's trying to summon me. I was asleep. People want to say that I changed my picture and all that. I've been changed my picture early that day, but okay. I did not wake up and see it, but even if I did see it, I don't do the whole summoning shit, because it turns into this. It turns into shit is drawn out. Now it's a big fucking deal. It's a big fucking problem that was never there before. My only issue was this: the outrage that had come from that situation. I wasn't trying to invalidate her feelings, because I kept on repeating. Y'all heard me say that as a mother, I understand that you have every right to react. You have every right to respond 100%. But one thing I don't understand is giving life to something that didn't have any substance, in my opinion. It wasn't substantial enough where if somebody with it, and I'm just going based on what I was told. Talking about scouts, talking about, schools looking at. If a school looked at that, it's more harmful what you're saying than what was actually said about the kids, if we're being fucking for real. It's more harmful to say and do the things that doing on the app, in my opinion, than what was said about your kids. Coming on here and dragging it out, it doesn't make any sense. For what? For views? No, trying to connect it to King. It was two completely different situations. Trying to make it something that is not. And that was my main issue from before. Again, was the outrage. Making something out of nothing. If I heard that in passing, it sounds like a concerned parent. My mom would say this shit all the time. I wasn't allowed to go to no sleepovers because she ain't know them people. She's Caribbean. Like, it's the same to me, right? It literally sounds just like a mom who been through some shit, was a little concerned, and that's it. That's all. If y'all come over here enough and y'all hear me out, y'all listen to how I speak and what I speak about, y'all know what it is. Y'all know what I stand for. Y'all know that I'm not about going after nobody on this app for I'm not about to argue with you. I'm not doing that. I don't do that. Can I? Yes. But I don't do that. That's not what I'm here for. I'm not here to turn it. It's even my life started turning into something that it wasn't. I'm not here to do none of that. I'm here to be objective and to give my opinion, which a lot of people do. I'm not the only one that says the same shit. I'm just the only one that got caught up in the crosshairs of whoever sent her the live trying to be messy. That's even a better question. Who sent the live trying to be messy? Knowing damn well that is not what I was saying about her as a parent. And I wasn't trying to take away the fact that she has every right to feel some type of way. But again, based on what I know to be a jacket and versus what actually happened, I didn't understand why it was made into such a big ass thing. I even had somebody else in the comments saying, what you said? I hope you have a place to square MS. What are you saying? I even heard somebody said in the comments, like, if you know some shit about your kids isn't right, you're not going to pay attention to it. But to go on and on and on and on. Yes, I can understand even why you'd feel some type of way about me bringing it up. But that's the unfortunate part of TikTok. Once some shit comes on the app, it's public. If I start picking and choosing about what we talk about, if we all start picking and choosing what we talk about, who we talk about, nobody will be live. Ever, really. Like, come on. Like, I'm being objective, y'all. I'm being objective. As a mom, she has every right to be upset. Every fucking right to feel some type of way. Absolutely. I'm not trying to take that away from Kay. One thing I don't understand is I still didn't hear the jacket. I still didn't hear it. If we add in all the extras to the text message that was shown and this and that and this, and you really listen to what Trina was saying, and you listen to what Kay said, I don't see the jacket. That's my point. Y'all just, a lot of people in the comments, y'all didn't even hear what some people admitted that they didn't even hear what the hell actually happened, and they just started going along and saying whatever because that's what the masses were saying. I don't do that. I'm not just gonna go with what the masses think. I want to hear it myself. As a mom, I don't understand why she couldn't understand the caution. And that's the thing. I get both sides, though. You understand? I do understand Trina's side, and I understand her being like a little hurt. Like, why? How the fuck you mean? Like all that? But you accepted in front of me. I understand, but still, it doesn't take away from what was actually said. To me, it's a whole bunch of fluff. It's I don't know your kids like that. My kid, she's been through some shit. I get it. I get that in a way you could feel some type. You have every right to be mad. You have every right to even feel some type of way that I used it as a reference point. But I didn't mean it out of any malice. I didn't come from a bad place with it. And I'm not talking down to nobody. And I'm not sitting on a live calling anybody bitches and bitch and bitch and bitch. Like, what the fuck? So we supposed to have some type of resolve. But meanwhile, almost for an hour, because that's what I was told by a trusted source, and I'm waiting for that live. I was called out of my name for something I said that, again, was taken out of context completely. And then it started turning into, well, nobody was listening. Yes, nobody was listening. Now people are. I let this shit go. Y'all haven't seen me talk about Mario, right? Since it was brought up, people addressed, right. But I don't see it. I didn't hear it. My point of view, other people are saying the same shit. I'm not the only person that feels this way at all. Just the only person that apparently feels bold enough to go live and say it, maybe. I don't know, but I don't even think I'm the only person that has said it on live that they don't feel that way. Went to Kay's side halfway and she had over 700 people in her life. Yeah. Which is cool. That's okay. But don't turn this into something that is not. I wasn't coming at you. I wasn't coming at your kids. I wasn't saying that black boys don't deserve such and such, even though it is a fact that black men do suffer differently from black women. That's a different topic, though. We're not going to go into that. That's a fact. But I'm not saying don't care. I'm not saying to take away from anything. Not at all. Should have had a phone conversation about Trina. But they should have. Miss Unknown. Damn it. Glam, I appreciate you. Thank you. Appreciate you. I don't do the summit. This is exactly why oh, I don't give a damn. She's another CA'er. Of course she gonna talk about me. What the hell else she gonna talk about? My thing is, wait, you saying, hold on, let's take a peek here. Hold on, what you saying to me? Hold on. God damn it, y'all. Like, I really am not trying to